Hello everybody. Today we are going to learn the new point from the nomenclature of halogen derivative, that is nomenclature of haloarine. Nomenclature of haloarine. The aromatic ring, do you know aromatic ring? In which there is an alternate single and a double bond already present in the benzene. With respect to any functional group, suppose F is nothing but any functional group which is present here. With respect to this functional group, the position here, the first adjacent position, that is nothing but the ortho one. Next, that is nothing but the meta with respect to this, and the opposite to that, that is nothing but the para position. That means in the nomenclature of haloarine, we have to use ortho, meta and para terminology in the common name system. In the common name system. While that of, in case of the IUPAC name system, we have to use the numbering like that of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. With the help of that, the position number 2 and 6, with respect to this, that is nothing but ortho 2, 6. In case of the meta, that is nothing but the 3, 5. And in case of the para, that is nothing but 1, 4. That is nothing but 1, 4. With respect to this, we have to use the numbers like that of the 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 5, 1, 6, like that. With the help of that, it is possible to write the name of the given organic compound. For example, if you take the bromine which is directly attached to that particular benzene ring, the name of that compound is nothing but haloarine, means bromobenzene. Bromobenzene. Halide, that is nothing but the bromo. And the aromatic ring, that is nothing but the benzene, there is bromobenzene. Bromobenzene. If you take the another example, second example, that is nothing but the 3 bromine groups, they are attached at the different point. With respect to this, if you take under consideration the 2 bromine with respect to this, they are at a meta position. This is nothing but ortho. This is a meta. Again, it is ortho and meta, and that's why. Or it, with respect to second bromine, if you take this bromine under consideration with respect to this ortho para means both are at the meta position. Now, with respect to this bromine, ortho as well as the meta, and that's why with respect to any bromine, the remaining 2 bromine atoms, they are present at the meta position, and that's why they are going to show the symmetry, and that's why the common name in case of that is nothing but symmetrical tribromobenzene. While about the IUPAC name system, that is nothing but with respect to this, suppose this is nothing but the carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4, carbon 5 and carbon number 6. With respect to this, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. Tri means 3, bromo means the halogen group which is attached, and benzene, that is nothing but the aromatic ring which it is attached. That's why it is 1, 3, 5 tribromobenzene. Take another example. The 2 chlorine atoms, they are present at a position number 1 and position number 3. Position number 1 and position number 3. That time the name of the compound, that is nothing but with respect to this chlorine, the another chlorine is at a meta position, and that's why meta. Di means 2 chlorobenzene already present. The IUPAC name system of that particular compound, that is nothing but 1, 3 dichlorobenzene. But if you take the last example, the benzene ring to which CH2Cl group which is attached, that time in a common name system, the whole group which is considered as a benzyl, group. That means the benzene ring to which the carbon group which is attached, that is called benzyl 1, and to which the halogen attached, that is nothing but the chloride, and that's why the name, common name, benzyl chloride. You take IUPAC name system, that time the methane CH2, that is nothing but the single carbon atom which is considered as a parent one, while the 2 functional group, that is nothing but the Cl as well as the phenyl group already present, and that's why the name of the compound, that is nothing but the C comes first, and that's why chloro, then phenyl, and then methane. Chloro, phenyl, methane. That is nothing but about the nomenclature with respect to ortho meta para in case of aryl halides. Now, the next point, that is nothing but the methods of preparation of alkyl halides. Methods of preparation of alkyl halides. For your syllabus, there are 3 methods of the preparation of alkyl halides. Out of that, first method, that is nothing but the preparation of alkyl halide from alcohol. From alcohol. There are 3 types of the alcohols already present. There are 3 types of the alcohols are already present. First, that is nothing but RCH2OH. RCH2OH. Primary alcohol is there. Second, that is nothing but RCHROH. That is nothing but a secondary alcohol is there. And RCROH. That is nothing but the tertiary alcohol is there. First of all, take under consideration primary, secondary and tertiary. How alkyl halides are prepared? The alkyl halides are prepared by using the action of a hydrogen halide or halo acid on alcohol. Then which are those halo acids? There are again 3 halo acids already present. The first halo acid, that is nothing but HCl. Second, that is nothing but the HBr, and third is nothing but the HR. Third is nothing but HR. HCl, HBr and HR. HCl, HBr and HR. Now, while going to learn, it is necessary to take under consideration the reactivity of halo acid. First of all, take the reactivity of halo acid. There are 3 halo acids: hydrogen chloride or hydrochloric acid. HBr is the second one and HI is the third one. Out of the 3, which one is more reactive in the nature? The reactivity is depend upon the 2 things, that is nothing but electronegativity. First point, electronegativity difference. And second, that is nothing but the bond length already present in it. If you take under consideration the HI, the electronegativity is least one as compared to HBr, as compared to HCl. That's why the bond length in case of the HI is more. And that's why as the bond length is more, it is ready to break. And that's why the reactivity of HI is greater as compared to HBr and HCl. In case of the HCl, the electronegativity is a high one, and that's why the bond is stronger as compared to HBr, as compared to HI. It required the excess amount of energy in order to break it, and that's why the reactivity is least one. And that's why the order of reactivity within HCl, HBr and HI is either HI is more reactive than HBr than HCl. One point get clear. Now the second one, that is nothing but in case of the alcohol, primary, secondary and tertiary. In case of the primary alcohol, CH2OH group is present. In case of the secondary, CHOH, and in case of the tertiary, COH group, which is already present. We know very well if any electronegative group which is attached to that particular alkyl group and the remaining group, they are electron donor, that time we already studied the inductive effect in the 11th class. Inductive effect goes on increasing as the alkyl group increases. And that's why in case of the tertiary, if you take under consideration tertiary, the carbon which is able to donate the electron to the central one, second is also and third is also. And that's why what happened? The bond between the COH, it becomes weaker. It is easy to break. And that's why the reactivity of a tertiary alcohol, which is greater as compared to that of the secondary. Why in secondary? Because in secondary the alkyl groups are present, but they are only in two. And that's what happened. The reactivity of the tertiary, which is greater as compared to that of the secondary. In case of the primary one, there is no another group. What happened in case of the primary one? Only one carbon atom is there. carbon atom is here which is going to donate, but what happened during that particular process? What happened? Instead of a breaking of the COH bond, the bond between oxygen and the hydrogen undergoes the breakdown. That means the hydrogen gets split up. Hydrogen gets split up. And that's why it is very difficult to react the primary alcohol as compared to that of the secondary, as compared to the tertiary. That means the reactivity of tertiary is greater as compared to the secondary and as compared to the primary. And that's why the order of reactivity is as well. Order of reactivity is as well. Now, in order to study that, we have to take under consideration the difficult example, that is nothing but the reaction between the least reactive material, that is nothing but the primary alcohol, and the least reactive haloacid, that is nothing but the HCl. When HCl get reacted with the primary alcohol, that time the conditions are required. Why? Because it is difficult to react, and that's why what are the conditions? The first condition, that is nothing but the HCl get react along with the primary alcohol in presence of anhydrous ZnCl2. Anhydrous ZnCl2, and heating must be there. Why heating is necessary? In order to break the bond, between the carbon and the hydroxyl group. To detach that hydroxyl group, it is necessary to heat it, and that's why the condition is nothing but the anhydrous ZnCl2 along with the heating. If the HCl along with the anhydrous ZnCl2 which is present, that time it is denoted by means of another terminology, that is nothing but a Lucas reagent. It is denoted by means of the Lucas reagent. The Lucas reagent is nothing but the combination of hydrogen chloride and anhydrous ZnCl2, that is called Lucas reagent. That time it is possible to convert the primary alcohol into the alkyl halide with elimination of the water molecule. Now, as we know very well, the formation of any alkyl halide, the alkyl halides are least water soluble. That means they are able to form the turbid solution. While when the reaction takes place, in that particular reaction, the creation of the alkyl halide along with the water, that time the solution already get prepared here, that is turbid in the nature. Cloudy or the turbid in the nature. Now the next, that is nothing but in case of the secondary alcohol or CHOH get reacted with the HCl. The conditions are anhydrous ZnCl2. Here there is no requirement of the heat. Why is it so? Because the reactivity of the secondary alcohol which is greater as compared to that of the primary alcohol. Why? Again, because the inductive effect, that is nothing but the I plus effect, the positive inductive effect shown by means of the secondary alcohol which is more as compared to primary. Why? Because there are two alkyl groups, donor groups, and that's why the positive inductive effect increases in case of the second, and that's why it gets react along with the secondary alcohol in presence of HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2 without heating. The reaction is possible in order to prepare the respective alkyl halide with elimination of the water molecule. Here also the formation of the alkyl halide, again it is a turbid in the nature. And the last one, that is nothing but tertiary alcohol RCOH gets reacted with HCl, that is nothing but the condition. What are the conditions? Only the concentrated HCl which is required. There is no requirement of anhydrous ZnCl2 as well as heat in order to carry the reaction. Why? Because the number of donor group in case of the tertiary, they are more, they are able to show the positive inductive effect more, and as they are able to show the positive inductive effect more, what happens? The breakdown of the bond takes place very easily in order to form the tertiary alkyl halide with the elimination of the water molecule. Again, there is a formation of the tertiary alkyl halide. That tertiary alkyl halide which is able to produce the turbidity as well as the cloudiness in the reacting mixture. The question for board point of view: What is the action of a Lucas reagent on primary, secondary, tertiary alcohol? How distinguish primary, secondary, tertiary alcohol on the basis of action of a Lucas reagent? In case of first primary one, secondary and the tertiary, the reactive material is nothing but a primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol. HCl is there, HCl is there, HCl is there. What are the conditions? Anhydrous ZnCl2 along with the heat, only anhydrous ZnCl2, there is no any condition. In order to prepare alkyl halide, primary, secondary and tertiary, three solution they are able to show the turbid solution, but when the tertiary alcohol get reacted with the concentrated HCl, that time the formation of the turbid solution vary immediately. That means the rate of the reaction is high one, and that's why it is able to produce the turbid solution very immediately as compared to this. In that also what happens, turbidity gets created, but it requires some time. And in case of this, while heating only, it is possible to prepare the primary alkyl halide, which is ready to show the turbidity in the solution. On the basis of that, what happens? It is possible to classify or distinguish primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol by the action of HCl in the presence of anhydrous ZnCl. Now the first two reactions, primary and the secondary alcohol in the presence of anhydrous ZnCl2, they are nowadays they are also called as Bruce process. Bruce process. Only two are under consideration, primary and the secondary. Why? Because the anhydrous ZnCl2 along with the HCl, which is utilized in the primary as well as the secondary one, not in the tertiary one, and that's why only two reactions they are under consideration. They are termed as Bruce process. This is nothing but the action of HCl on the primary, secondary and tertiary. If you take under consideration another haloacid like that of the HBr and HI, that time the alcohol get reacted with the HBr in presence of sodium bromide and H2SO4. When it is heated, that time what happens? The HBr get created. Means the action of a NABr with the H2SO4 along with the heat able to produce the HBr. That particular process is called as an in situ process for the preparation of HBr. That HBr get reacted along with the alcohol in order to form alkyl bromide. In similar way, next, that is nothing but when alcohol get reacted with the HI, there is no direct reaction of a HI and the HBr in both cases, but the HI get created by the action of sodium iodide with H3PO4 phosphoric acid. Get heated, that time there is a creation of a HI. The preparation of a HI for that purpose by using Na and H3PO4 is called in situ process for the preparation of a HI. That HI which is get reacted along with the alcohol in order to form alkyl iodide and water. In this way, it is possible to prepare alkyl halide by using Lucas reagent as well as by using Bruce process and by using HBr and HI. There is one question. Why is it so? It is possible to prepare the HI in situ process. Instead of using H2SO4, you have to use H3PO4. Because if you have to use the H2SO4, that time iodide ions are oxidized to iodine, and that iodine gets reacted with the Na halide in order to form HI back. And that's why in order to avoid that, instead of H2SO4, we have to use H3PO4. Thank you.